If Team USA 2024 and Dream Team 1990 to faced off, who would prevail?
The greatest team ever assembled in the history of team sport.
Though the Dream Team was the benchmark for any All-American team ever put together, the current lineup for Team USA appears to be almost as strong. Dream Team, which included NBA greats like Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, and Charles Barkley, easily won the gold medal at the 1990 Summer Olympics in Barcelona. Their accomplishment contributed to the globalization of basketball in addition to cementing their position in history. In Olympic basketball, the Dream Team symbolized a new era. No NBA players could play for Team USA before the 1992 Olympics. The NBA was the only professional league whose players couldn't play in FIBA competitions after 1986. The Dream Team dominated, winning with an average of 43.8 points each game. In the opening game, the United States outscored Angola 46-1. Starstruck opponents would even ask for photos with Johnson or Jordan. But Team USA 2024 is also a powerhouse in international basketball. The roster for the 2024 Olympic team is filled with NBA stars of the current era, including players like Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Anthony Edwards. Recently, Svetislav Pesic, head coach of the Serbian national team, said that the U.S. team is stronger than the Dream Team from 1992. He said, "I was there with Germany, and I remember that no one could believe such players exist. But it was 1992. Now it's 2024, and this team is better. A perfect opportunity to see where the rest of the world is compared to them." Could Pesic be right? Let us examine the advantages and disadvantages of each side because there is ongoing discussion on which squad would win in a hypothetical matchup. These are a few areas that are comparable. First, an earlier history of failures. The Olympic bronze medal that America won in 1988 was a turning point.
The United States goes home with a semi-final loss to the bigger, more experienced USSR team.
When only collegiate players were permitted to compete in the Olympics, the Soviet Union defeated the United States 82-76 in the semifinals.
While NBA players were prohibited from Olympic competition, professionals from other leagues abroad could play.
If you played in Europe for money, you were an amateur, but if you played in the NBA for money, you were a professional. And so our players weren't eligible.
Those other countries were using pros, playing against 18, 19-year-old kids. That is really unfair.
FIBA voted 56-30 on April 7, 1989, to permit professional players to compete. As he led Team USA to Olympic gold in Tokyo in 2021, Kevin Durant ensured that the team's losing run would end. But a close 111-113 loss to Germany in the semifinals sealed Team USA fate for elimination from the 2023 World Cup without a medal. They finished 4th in 2023 and 7th in 2019 respectively, meaning that the Americans haven't actually won the last of FIBA World Cups. Second, legacy and star power. The 1990 Dream Team includes Magic Johnson, the ideal facilitator because to his stature and vision, and Michael Jordan, probably the best player ever due to his unrivaled competitive drive and scoring ability. Scottie Pippen's defensive versatility and playmaking abilities complement Jordan nicely. Power forward Karl Malone leads the squad with his physicality and ability to score in the post, and Patrick Ewing provides stability by grabbing rebounds and blocking shots. John Stockton, the NBA all-time assist leader, provides unrivaled playmaking, while Clyde Drexler's agility and scoring add a spark off the bench. Larry Bird, even in his final years, delivers shooting and basketball knowledge. Chris Mullin's pure shooting, Charles Barkley's rebounding and scoring, Christian Leitner's youthful exuberance, and David Robinson's defensive and offensive abilities complete an extraordinarily strong roster. The 2024 USA team features current superstars who are already carving out Hall of Fame careers. LeBron James, even in his latter years, remains a floor general due to his exceptional basketball IQ, playmaking, and leadership. Steph Curry, the greatest shooter in NBA history, brings an unrivaled perimeter threat. Anthony Edwards' rising star provides the ideal combination of scoring and lockdown defense. Kevin Durant is one of the game's most dangerous scorers, able to score from anywhere on the court. Anthony Davis adds shot blocking, rebounding, and inside-outside scoring. Tyrese Halliburton's playmaking and shooting make him a viable backup point guard option. Devin Booker's scoring prowess provides additional bench power. Drew Holiday's defensive and scoring abilities provide valuable backcourt depth. Derek White's abilities and scoring versatility provides additional threat. Jason Tatum with his athleticism adds to the team's power. Bam Adebayo forms a formidable defensive and offensive asset. And Joel Embiid, who is capable of guarding the rim and scoring well. Third, career points, championship titles, All-NBA selections, and MVP awards. The 1990 roster had a total of 267,000 career points, 23 championship titles, 100 All-NBA selections, and 14 MVP awards. The 2020 for Team USA roster boasts 189,000 career points, 15 championship titles, 59 All-NBA selections, and 8 MVP awards. Fourth, team's playing style. The 1990 Dream Team was renowned for their outstanding passing, dominance in the paint, and rugged play. Their play was more conventional, with an emphasis on half-court sets and post-play. Centers could hardly hit threes back then and had a much shorter range. Big men could slow down the game by receiving the ball where they would have an opportunity to score, but they were limited in their other options. Low-post games were still popular. For 2020 for Team USA, modern basketball focuses on speed, space, and three-point shooting. Players like Steph Curry have transformed the game with their shooting ability, and the squad plays at a faster pace with a greater focus on perimeter shooting. This team's entire roster is capable of shooting and handling the ball. Today's game focuses on motion, angles, free-flowing, and speed. Teams prefer positionless basketball because it gives them more options for beating their opponents. Fifth, team's coaching and strategy. Chuck Daly, the genius behind the Bad Boys Detroit Pistons, was known for his defensive techniques and ability to manage egos on the 1990 Dream Team. Daly's ability to combine multiple playing styles into a dominant, cohesive force is legendary, and his defensive knowledge would be invaluable in game planning against today's offensive juggernauts. Steve Kerr, a 5-time NBA champion as a player and 4-time coach, is recognized for his inventive offensive methods that prioritize ball movement and three-point shooting. His experience coaching a super team, such as the Golden State Warriors, provides him a distinct advantage in handling top players and maximizing their abilities within a unified system. Sixth, team's competition level. The 1990 Dream Team faced less tough overseas teams since the rest of the world had yet to catch up to the NBA level of play. Team USA dominated at the Barcelona Olympics, winning by an average of 43.8 points each game. They won all 5 group stage games handily before defeating Puerto Rico, Lithuania, and the Commonwealth of Independent States (CIS) to get to the gold medal game. In the gold medal game, the Dream Team defeated Croatia 117-85 to secure the gold medal. But for the 2024 Team USA, the rest of the globe has caught up with U.S. basketball. The international competitiveness has greatly improved, with numerous NBA stars hailing from other countries. In reality, 5 of the last 6 NBA MVPs were not from the United States. The games are more competitive, and scouting and preparation have gotten more thorough. No matter how dominant new team proves to be, it is unlikely that it will be able to equal the enthusiasm and impressions that the original Dream Team generated. 7th, team's advantage. Experience and chemistry would benefit the Dream Team. Many of the 1992 players were seasoned veterans who had already competed in multiple All-Star games and playoff fights. The 1990 Dream Team's advantages include physicality, inside presence, and defensive tenacity. With dominant big players such as Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing, and David Robinson, they could control the paint from both ends. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen's defensive abilities would stymie the 2020 for team's perimeter-oriented offense. The 1990 team's cohesiveness, unselfish play, and competitive desire give it an advantage in cohesion and mental toughness. The 2020 for team's strength would be their familiarity with modern basketball tactics and conditioning, along with their adaptability to different playing styles. The team's key edge is their perimeter shooting and adaptability. Players like Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker can spread the floor and cause mismatches with their shooting. Because of their stature, LeBron James and Jason Tatum can play different positions and guard a variety of players, which increases their influence in the post and on the perimeter. Furthermore, the modern emphasis on pace and space and three-point shooting complements this team's abilities. The 1990 Dream Team and the 2020 for Team USA have distinct strengths. The Dream Team's domination and history are unparalleled, but the modern game's growth and the rise of foreign talent make the 2024 group a tough adversary. Unquestionably, the level of competitiveness has increased. Team USA opponents will not travel to France solely to take selfies with their idols, as they did in 1992. They will compete fairly and squarely, and if that is not possible, they will do all in their power to keep the NBA stars in check.